Would have been nothing.
Yeah.
Okay, it's
Excellent
connected now. Yes,
connection.
yes. So start recording. No, you have not. You are not recording.
I
On
can't
the
really
class.
look like.
No, we are. It's happening.
Technical.
So everything is on.
All right.
So you give us. You can send the. No, give the person first.
How can I share the link?
No, you go back. Go to like you are going on. That's okay.
Or maybe anybody can just snap. Okay. So
No,
I'll
send
send
it
it
to
to you.
WhatsApp. Though.
I'll send it to you.
So I'll come with it.
Hmm?
I'll come with it.
Okay, so what is this for? What's going on?
I don't think so. I will not say you know.
Yeah?
I mean, people like that, they say you know.
Yeah.
So I've sent it to you.
Okay. Let me check. So I echo from. I've seen your face.
All right. Yeah.
But it's having latency.
Because of the internet. Okay, so let's start again.
Latency. It's up to 30 seconds.
It's manageable.
Seconds of what?
Sir?
Seconds of what?
Of delay.
Okay, so I'll go and we are doing the other.
All right, sir.
Send it. He said it's.
So I believe I could just start from the deposit. Okay, we just start from the deposit so that we won't waste more time. So I'll pick up a transaction that we can work with.
I'll send it to you. Let me send it.
So when I get to the patient's transaction list, then I could initiate a deposit. So in the case of this deposit, I want to make it a check deposit, not a regular payment. Okay. Sorry for the slight delay. So this is our transaction here, or this is our patient's page. So when I click on deposit, it takes us to this page, and I said we should change this. We should change this from cash to check, and we indicate the amount. All right, can indicate the amount here. Let's say this time around the patient is paying, let's say, like 5 million via check, and which bank is the check going to be taken from? Let's say Echo Bank, for example. Then the check number. So let's say the check number is this. and then I'll click on save. So what I was saying before is that just because we've received this transaction as a check doesn't mean it's going to appear on the patient's page as a deposit balance. All right, it's not going to appear there as a deposit balance, even though the patient does have like a 25 naira deposit a balance there. But for us to have gain access to this transaction or that check that was imputed in the system, first we go back to our home and we go directly to where we have what accounts. So under account, I was explaining to us about the fact that we have different check register option. We have the check register for clients. We have the check register for what? For retainer. Okay, and the client own is just solely for is tied to a transaction for a patient, for one patient, while the retainer is tied to a transaction for probably a retainership within the facility, maybe a company or a health insurance. You understand? So for the client, we just click on client's check register and it shows us the list of check that have been registered on the system. We have two check registered that we have on the system, which is one for Abba Grace and the other one for Alexander, right? And the next thing that we're going to do is because here now it's telling us the status of this check is what? Pending. That means it has not dropped. All right. So for us to work on this, we click on what? Update. So when I click on update, you can immediately see that it's telling us this is the value of the check. This is where the check might be going to. So you can change the option whether we want it to go to our UBA bank or our Eco bank. So in this case, we want it to go to where? UBA. We select UBA. Then it's now giving us a status, right? It said, what is our status? Which is what? Cleared, pending, or uncleared. So you have different options to go with. So I can click on what? Cleared. And I what? Save. And click OK. So immediately I cleared it, you would see that it has what? It has gone off this list. That means we've worked on this particular check and we've received the money. All right. For us to confirm this, we can easily go back to our client, which is what? Abba Grace. Let's check Abba Grace and see what's happening in our account. Click on what? Fee. So you can see that this person has what? 2 million as deposit. All right. So let's do it one more time. Oops, sorry. One more time. Let's do it. We say what? Account. And we come to what? Client check register. Okay. Then we'll go to what? Update. Another update we can now what? Pick the bank and we can what? Clear. So also another thing that I didn't show us is that we have dates where we can pick which particular date that it was cleared. Maybe the patient gave us this check yesterday or 4 days ago, and we finally cleared it today. We can indicate that this is the day that it was cleared, or it was cleared tomorrow, or it was cleared next tomorrow. When the day comes, you just impute the date. All right.
I think it doesn't want or let's put it at least in June. Check the claim, also in June.
Okay. So that means you are imputing it on 1st of June. So when you come to 1st of June, the system is automatically going to pick that day for you.
No, today now.
Yes.
It's saying first of June. What happens? This is first of
Post
that's
post
the end of
clearance
May
and
and to clear the first of June.
Okay, you registered 30th of May
Exactly.
and you want to clear it.
ahead of
Yes, you can. Okay, you want to clear it ahead.
ahead.
No, no ahead.
You want to clear it on that day.
On the first of May.
Yes.
First of June, it will clear
Yes. Okay.
tomorrow,
So we registered today
today.
by putting it as a deposit on the system.
Exactly.
All right. So the clearing, yes, we can pick on the day we want to clear it. We can select the day that we want. That's why the calendar
Even from
feature is
today.
there. Yes, we can. You can set it up. Do you understand? You can set the day. That's why the calendar is open for you. All right. So update. I'm just going to clear it for today. I'll click on what save, and I'll click what okay. So if we go back to our patient Alexander, we should be able to see what the amount in their own. So we just check on their name. I'll click on fee. I'll see the amount there. All right. Any question?
How about the claim change?
Okay. So in a case where we have, let's do a quickly small check right now. Let's say this one is like 10K. Then the bank is access, put in our number.
By bank, there is it the bank where the
Check, yeah, the check bank.
okay, check
Yes,
bank.
yes.
Not your own, not your own.
No, no, no. Then I'll click on save. All right. So when we click on save, we can easily go back to our what? Client check what? Yes. All right. So if I click on update, I'll say what? On clear. I'll click on save and click OK. So it will still be there. Yes. It is unclear. So it is still not going to appear on the recipient transaction. It's just going to show us that it was uncleared
Okay, so if it's unclear, it is not going to land in the
at all.
as a deposit.
No.
Okay,
But can we take out to it?
Sorry?
Can you take out?
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
let's go to the update.
Go to the
Sorry.
Suppose if
No,
a check is still, how do you handle it? If check is still alive,
okay.
how do you remove it from the dashboard?
When you say still, can you explain, sir?
Suppose that is the value branch. Can you still check?
You can't use the value.
Can you see the value
Okay.
of that check? What happened?
So in a normal setting, what will you do?
You take the check back.
So that means you are deleting the check out of the system. So yeah, that's why we have this button here. All right.
Delete.
So we can actually delete a
Transaction.
receipt. We can delete what's it called? A check out of the system if it's unclear. All right. So I'll go back to my receipt. All right. So this is the last one that we just right. This is the last one. So we need to delete this. There's the button here. Why is it?
Maybe the latest upgrade must have affected.
Yeah, I should be able to delete the. Should be able to delete the receipt.
What is the upgrade?
Yeah, I don't think it's there before because it's
No.
I should be able to delete it, right? Because there's a delete button here. So why can't I?
the thing is failed.
Yes.
There's a command that's making that page to fail.
Yeah, it's not enabled.
Yeah, it's not enabled, but
So
it's
supposed to when you
showing there.
please click that delete, supposed to.
Yeah, there's just let me confirm something.
Can
There
you
might
try?
be a reason for this. Because I know access right can actually affect it sometimes.
Access.
Access right, access right.
Okay.
I will check those which can maybe them after see what else and stuff.
When I can do that, put it down. When you go,
No one allowed to speak to write their no one no one say they do so. No one
actually, anything more than something talk. You just talk to me, do. It's no issue. But it's still the
So
new.
the delete button has been disabled. I don't know for a reason why, but I would confirm that actually.
Okay, in case of cloud checks.
Yes, because I know there's a button that we normally use to delete checks like this. So please let me note that down.
Other than deleting it, is
Yes.
there a way of maybe putting a note to just to explain that this check was still showing pending because it cannot be the amount couldn't be received?
And but for the same reason why we added uncleared, I believe uncleared should be like a reason why the transaction is
there's
not
a reason
reflecting.
why the transaction was not being clear.
Do you understand? Except that is not enough. Maybe we can add
Because
more
that's not
option.
what I had. So okay, we have so many pending checks not cleared. What happened to this? What happened to this? What happened to this? Is there a way we can just note, okay, this check was declared because of the on a stale check, not.
Or should we have like an option called still check?
No, it might not be only stale. It might be dishonored. Maybe there is no fund in that the check owner's account. You
All right.
understand?
So we can have
Uncleared is still okay.
uncleared is uncleared. Okay.
Uncleared is still there's a reason why it's not clear. Whether it's
And
stale
but
check
but
or
the thing is, they want like a reason to be added to it.
So that
yeah, maybe
some
reason
checks
is
will be
there.
pending for like perhaps list of them. You understand?
Or
Okay.
maybe you can add those ones to the options.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying if it
Maybe
is
you can
possible,
add
we can add
stale
other
and all those
options.
other ones. Dishonored check.
So we can probably add those reasons to it.
I think there's one free text pending. So I'm not
Okay,
sure
you
what to
okay,
say.
you would prefer a free text space.
Yes.
Free text space.
There's no light again.
Still the issue.
Oh, okay. You can't see this screen again. How long is it going to take for the console?
At times it's faster, at times
Starting generator.
it's that you need now. It's that Kemi.
Sorry? Hey, what was about any screen?
You can ask question, don't ask question, because you know.
Yes, you can just drop it on the chat.
Drop the question there. The question and drop it. Não é que me comunique, eu lhe digo que eu vou uma coisa. Eu não coloco. Você colocou.
This one.
Cara, não colocou. Oh, eu vou falar.
Okay, calma. Mano, go.
If you didn't just 5 minutes, maybe just find about watching like this.
Okay.
Right?
Alright.
Save time.
Yeah.
Just wait 5 minutes.
So you are on the game there.
Hey, it's like
Gente, não, olha, isso não é bom.
Sim, fiti.
Não, eu não.
starting post. Time to go. Now when you can think. 40 cents.
Mm. It depends on the yeah, I got it.
Why you what?
Go now.
No, I said you are. Yes.
Yeah.
You have questions. Send us to WhatsApp.
All right, so let's continue. So you said you have a question.
What is
All right. So you said you would prefer instead of just having pending, cleared, and uncleared, we should have like a free text space
Full text space.
then update your
for you to state your own reason.
Exactly.
All right. So let's go on. So just the same way we have that for the client, we also have this same particular um, check for retainers. Okay. So I'm just going to briefly show us how it works for retainer. Okay. So I go to a retainer statement, for example, and I pick a retainer that I want to work with. All right. Let's say, tell me any retainer I want to work with.
Very
All right. So if you look closely here, this is the total amount that they have for us, right? And I want to put in a check for their for them for this month. So what I'll do is I'll come here, I'll change it from ePay to what? To check. And then I'll indicate the bank that it is coming from, put the check number, put the amount, all right? Then I can add a remark. Let's say for the month of May, and I'll click on save, and I'll click OK. All right. So after doing this, I can easily go back to where I have my retainer check register. If I click on it, it's going to show me the check that I've been registered for a retainer. All right. And you can see the remark that have been added here. All right. Then if I come down to um, I finalize receipts, okay, that's for a different one. Sha. I just want to clear what we have started here. So if I click on this button here, it's going to show us the amount. All right. Then I come down. I said cleared or uncleared. But now instead of just having this option, I'll have like a space where I can just type it in, right? All right, but the functionality of this pending is that when it's on pending, you can go back and update it. All right, when it's on cleared, it automatically drops on the client's or the retainer's board that the money has been received. Then on cleared, it would take the money. Like there's no money that's going to appear there completely. That's how this button works. So what I would just ask that we get is like maybe a tag. So anytime you put in on clear, you just have like a tag where you can write that this is still checked, or this is this, or this is this. So, no, Jesus Christ.
Oh. Aww.
Can we use a UPS? You have to change the UPS.
Okay, so there's a UPS here.
This one is
Next is the one that is still.
Mayawa. Carry a man UPS.
Please show down the system and show the
Which one has some? Can't wait for me.
Projector can work. It's back on.
Mayawa.
Let's bring the UPS. Okay, you cannot have it. It will still go off. Okay, let me bring it. Go and bring it. When the lights gas.
Wait till buy the game for us. I don't know why it's very wait till
Accountants,
release money.
who is to release money?
I bring the chain you pay.
We should bring this just like that. When you release the money, the gem will land immediately.
Is the video still on YouTube? It's coming.
What for honor? Is it huh?
Yes, I have. All right. So let's continue. So we can just clear this, and we'll clear it. I will save. Okay. So for this has been cleared. So you can see it now. So if we go back to bread of life,
It's the bread of life. Check
is
the
it bread of life? We checked. Yeah.
yes, bread of life. It's bread of life. Okay.
It has actually appeared there already. This is it here. This is it here. So it has dropped already. So this is the check application that was received. This is the receipts and everything. So that's basically how this one works as well. Any question on this page?
I have a question.
All right.
We have English transfer,
Yes.
transfer, or retainers.
Yes.
How do you do that?
It's also as simple as
You're not really, I'm not really doing that.
wow. So
How has been?
all right. Let me start afresh. Account, and then I come to what? Retainer
Retainer
statement.
statement.
Okay.
Account.
So when I come to retainer statement, I pick on the retainer I want to work with. So pick a different retainer.
WN
W.
NA.
Which one?
Which C? C, C, this is C. C. No, that's not C.
C
C.
student.
Students. Students. Yeah.
No,
No,
that's
no.
that's student.
That's yes, that's yes.
CU.
Student.
Is
Down,
down.
down.
Ah,
Yes.
That's it.
all right. So selected CU student. So what did they pay? Fee for service or capitation?
Thank you
Fee
for
fee for
bill.
service.
Medical bill. Payment.
All right. So this is their amounts. Okay. Then I just click on
Pay fees.
pay fee for service. All right. So you can see it. There's POS. There's
Transfer.
transfer. Which one should we pick?
Transfer.
To which bank?
Seven. Seven.
How much? Okay, you add the payment number.
Sorry, before you continue, sir. You have two payments. You need to pay one for what is it called? DRF. The other one is Echo. Echo is for DRF. While other is payment.
So you can write the remark here, DRF.
Which one for others?
Even others.
Others.
Okay. All right. Then the payment number, that's the transfer number. Definitely there's going to be a transaction number. So how much?
20 million.
20 million. I'll say. Okay, okay. We've added it. So you said there's a second one, which is what?
DRF.
And it is done by,
Transfer
it's still transferred to
Yes,
Echo.
Echo.
DR. We add our number. How much this time around?
Only 5 million.
Okay. All right. So if we go back to the account statement, sorry, no, not account statement, sorry, retainer detail, not account statement, retainer detail. Then we, no, this is not where I want to get to. Sorry.
That's one of the accounts. Is this one different?
No, it's not
The
different.
route was
No, it's still on account actually. I just wanted to take us back to our statement so that we won't have to be going about. So we go back to the retainer statement, which is CU, right? So let's see student. So we should have like 25 million naira there. All right, balance. So you can see it.
20 million.
So you can see it. It's right. It's right there. The first payment is there. The second payment is there as well. All right.
Is the outstanding is still
Yes, outstanding will still there. We have to. What will now happen is that you can use the outstanding to cover for a period of time. Not like you're using it to offset the bill.
but if they pay the complete payment,
Yes, we can use it to clear everything.
clear everything.
Yes.
You don't do the payment, but it's still showing that you don't clear the outstanding. So it's saying you have to use that
Clear
outstanding.
the
We can use to clear that. Should we clear it off?
clear us clear it off, but we used to pay all their payment once.
Okay. So
Okay.
should we put all the amounts that we
All
have
the
here
amount that
so that we can clear it?
because
All right.
What's the difference between that fee for service and the capitation?
I think it's a cap. I'm not very sure of it, but I know fee for service is you are paying for all the services, like the individual services. Then capitation is for a select few services also. I'm not sure, but I think that's the idea I have in my mind.
I just almost the same thing.
the one I pay for is it for the month of May.
Yes, for the month of May. Yes.
But you said the dates.
No, I just selected the month.
That was
Yes.
monthly 2020. See the students plenty.
Sorry.
I think they are more. See the students.
It's a lot of bill, oh, Jesus.
No, no, you see, when you open see student now, you see thousands. If you want to download their bills, then you have to start picking dates, like daily. If you say you want to like download their bills,
Wow.
you have to be picking it day by day because the thing there
It's large,
is
oh.
very large. Very, very
And
large.
you could have not offset all the bills on the system. Ah,
Can we do that? The backlog? Is it
we,
possible?
we can, if they've paid for everything, we can just put in the amount they've
Because
paid.
we
They are not
that
always.
schedule for our receivables.
So if we clear everything today, then you now start afresh from the. We can do that. We can clear everything off.
Not
Not all
all.
the written
Not
off.
all.
See
Not
you
all.
students.
Let's.
See, you
Those
have.
students
See,
that are
you.
always paying
See,
school
you
fees.
have paid.
But those other lieutenants. Oh my god.
Daddy, I don't
I
know.
always see you students. See you
I don't know
students.
who that
They
is.
pay
So
or they pay.
the grammar they do or do like this.
How you pay this thing?
No, see you now.
Yes.
See you have paid up to
You
February.
only see very good.
See you have up to February. Papa has paid up to February.
Papa.
Papa has paid.
Well, fun.
Presidency.
Well, fun.
Welfare officer.
All right. So you said we should clear. If I want to clear the amount now, right? So let's say this is it here. I'm not discounting anybody. I'm not discounting. So there's a reset. I can do a reset. I can do a discount, but I'm not doing any of those. I want to clear it off like they paid payments. This is the amount they paid. So I will offset it with the previous amount that we have. It's a lot of transaction. It will keep loading.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that's the button. Let me use this. Let me use the smaller one first.
It's been out.
The smaller transaction. To do this one transaction is taking forever. Oh, okay.
All these things. They must be. One hour.
It's a lot. Every Saturday.
If you don't take, you go sleep. I go sleep well. It's not. It's not.
I know it's really quite slow.
I never seen you.
Hey,
I
I'm not
never
saying
seen
about
you.
the amount. It's
I never
about
seen
most to
you.
send it
You
on.
never come. Wait and see.
Yeah, that's what I'm
If I see,
observing through
if I see
myself.
now, I will call you. If I see,
How
you.
else?
Yes, listen.
Most to send.
Yes,
So it's
you
not
And
click
how
on, you click and you have to wait. At times, you even tell you to wait to bring that option for you to wait.
very soon.
and
Is
so
it our internet?
I think it's the network actually. So can you see all this transaction?
Yes. Yes, yes. This will be.
So I can just easily say check all.
Okay.
So and it checks all the transaction for the month. Then I can you see transaction covered by this payment. So it's going to pick only transaction that is covered by just 20 million. All right.
The transaction covered by this.
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe for what we just do is we'll reset everything because this thing is taking a lot of time. You know.
Okay.
Then subsequent month would now be offsetting the bill correctly as it should be. Yeah, that it should wait. Yes, it's a lot of information. Let me use a smaller one to show us.
No problem.
This is taking our time.
No problem.
Let's
Use
use F8 start.
F8.
Start.
F8 is okay.
Or CMFB.
F your CMB. Use CMB. I know much there.
CMFB start.
CMB. Finish Paul.
That's like this, you
Yeah, but what's fascinating is
you show that weight like 5-10 times and you have to be picking it day by day to complete a whole month. That was what I was telling you in my class. Usually, there is one for days to read, speaking with you, don't
you're not answering the question.
Sir?
Why is it too slow?
I don't know.
This almost 10 days to prepare.
This is bad.
Try those bundles.
This is bad.
That's
I
what
can't
we do.
even.
Is it from your side or from our side?
It's from the system here.
Because,
Like this is the one on my own system now. This is the one on my system now. So return statement. So I click on the reason I want to work. No. This one is not yours. Like I'm using a dummy system on my own. I'm just showing you how fast
your
it's
own.
supposed to be.
Okay, from your own end.
Yes, this is my
So I
system.
thought you said
the
yours.
one you showed me, I don't really have much. That one does not have much.
It has a lot too. Yeah, it does have a lot.
okay, all the almost 9 million.
But not like your own. So let's say I'm paying. So what I was trying to show us now, right? So this is our balance. Can you see this is how fast it's supposed to be?
This is how far it's supposed to be.
Yeah. Let's have a look.
This services says
You have to check.
okay.
You have to check. Oh, I did check. Okay, let me quickly clear off this check.
Mr. Mary.
So you can see the payment now. So if I want to offset it, I click on this. Can you see this is what I was expecting this fast? So I click on check all. It's a lot of transaction there. So you can see the amount it can offset from this transaction. Do you understand? So if I say save transaction, it clicks OK. So it has cleared that transaction on that end. Do you understand? So you can see that reduce the outstanding. So if I want to do like a reset, that is why I come here and I change instead of discount, I change it to what? Reset. So target month. Let's say I'm targeting the month of what? Of April.
April,
Then I click on what? Save reset. So
save,
it's asking for a remark.
process,
Fresh. Okay. Processed. Processed bill for me. And I click on what? Save reset and I click OK.
The reset is for what?
Trying to
clear up
clear off
everything.
everything. So I've cleared everything off now. So you can see
Like, it's now zero balance.
Zero
outstanding is
balance.
now zero.
Can I see the account report of that?
Can you go back to that cell?
That account is
So
the report now.
the report.
That statement.
All right. That's balance, right? Okay, account.
Statement of that.
This is it here.
Can it be exported to Excel?
Yes, sir. Yes.
It can be exported to Excel.
No, it's silly.
No, no, that's
Oh, can you
open.
show the
Or you-
summary under it?
That's this is summary.
Yes.
Can you
Let's
the
export
export,
it.
please?
Let's
Let's see the export. Oh, we want summary report. Let's, have you?
okay. Or better still,
For auditors, we want summary report for auditors.
we can use this one. Can use this one.
I'm not sure.
We can use this one.
Okay. This one is same balance, so
Yeah, we can use this one.
So, okay, it's possible that this total bill for the month 1 million. Total amount paid 1 million. Balance dash. Summary report.
Okay, let's check it. There's always a report somewhere. So written account. So this is account report for the month of April, right? So this is the transaction for the month. All right. Then I export it out. So I needed to understand something that the transaction for the month, right, is the one that is telling us 2,656, right?
Then
And
the
we've paid for it already.
from when?
We've cleared it. We used the reset
Clearly.
to clear it, which made it 0 0 now.
For that
So
month.
for that month, like everything that concerns payment for any month has been cleared right now.
Including the backlog.
Yes, that's what we did with that reset. You
Including
understand?
backlog.
Yes, that's what we did with the reset. Can you see it?
Can you come back for that?
To the reset.
Like, no, for the how you get to that point of yourself.
All right. So this is it. I picked a
Retainer.
a retainer. All right. Let me just say.
CBN.
Let me use Zenith this time. We've cleared CBN. We've cleared CBN. Let's use Zenith. So for this month now, they are owing us like 67,300, 69,300. So making the total grand total of what from the brought forward from previous months, right? So now I click on this button here and it's not telling me, do you want to discount this person? Which is no, we don't want to discount them. We want to reset.
When you
Yes,
say
sir.
discount, what does it imply in case you want to discount?
And maybe you want to discount everything out. Something like
Don't
that.
give them discounts.
Yes.
Give them discount.
From the amount they are
From
owing.
the amount
Yes.
they
So reset is what we want. You're about to reset part or all of the retainers outstanding
Yeah.
debt. So this is the amount we want to reset. We are targeting the month of what? April. Then the mode is offline because we're doing it offline. It's not like they are paying, actual paying. Then I can now write a remark. Um, offset
They are good.
bills. So I click on what? Save reset. I click what? Okay.
Okay, we say it's the same language as knockoff. Not
More like it. Exactly.
But in case there has been a bad debt that cannot be recovered again, they can actually use that reset
Yes.
for that unrecoverable
Yes.
amount.
Yes.
strategies.
Then you can also target the month that you want to do that for.
How do you try?
I can't reset this one again. I've done it again. So let me pick another one. So let's say zeros now. I want to reset. I click on this. So can you see target month? So I can see target month is what? January.
Then,
Then instead of everything, I just want to remove what? 200,000 for them. Do you understand? I'm just showing you that you can. It's sometimes you might not want to remove everything. You just want to take some amount out. So let's say this one is parts.
happening.
So I click on save. So can you see? Can you see it? So if I want to clear everything out, or what we even did if at first just now was discount. We did discount, not reset. Because if we did reset would have shown us the amount that it cleared up. But for a discount, you know you are taking some amount of money out of it for them. So it's taking it off completely. So reset, I'm resetting what? 100,000 this time around. Target month, January. Um, part. So can you see it now? So if you clear that one again. All right. I hope this makes sense. We understand it, right? But this one that your own is loading like this. All right. So we're back here. So you said the smallest one we have is what?
CMA visa.
CMF.
This
Visa.
All right. It's still not small. All right. So they paid everything, right? Everything.
Yes.
So should we reset now?
So,
So reset. Okay. When did they pay? Which month did they pay?
okay.
Okay. So they paid. Let's assume it was this month. I'll say reset. So it's gone. All right. So when a new month comes, something
But will
fresh.
there be any effect on individual persons under this retainer?
The only effect is that it's going to clear out all the bill.
All the bills.
Yeah.
How do we get here, sir?
Okay.
Okay.
And that's,
I'll just click on check all, and I click on what? Save.
So,
I click OK.
Okay. But we are going to pay the month.
Yes, I just this for the month of May now.
then
What
Yes,
was it want to be for April?
a previous month. So this is April, for example.
can you bring back what I like?
All right. I hope we got this though. Any question?
I got it also, but the summary report is what I'm
We're really concerned about.
summary report. When the summary report I can present that citizens have paid,
Like
like
receivable for
receiving all
all receivers.
retainers, they've paid. They need the receipts.
Okay. So this is a receipt now, for example. You wanted to say something?
Yes.
It's a receipt.
This thing you demonstrated, the idea of it, that is, you are using the amount to pay on that particular month to
Offset.
offset the backlog of
Yes.
okay,
Yes.
understanding
Transaction.
transactions.
Yes. That's what I just did.
Would there be any necessary any balance in case maybe the money paid is not enough to clear off?
Okay. You know, the that case scenario you just described now is if we are putting the exact amount that they paid for that month and we're using it to offset for that month. So let's say for that month they are owing like 2 million and they paid us 1.5 million. So the 1.5 million, when it is registered in the system and you're offsetting using this button, so when you check all, it's going to pick only the transaction that the 1.5 million can handle. So the remaining 500,000 bill you left out.
Letter of
Do you understand?
to pick from the transaction.
Yes. So that's how it works. I hope that answers your question.
Yes.
So then for the receipts, we can always go to our receipt history here where we can see all the receipts that have been generated. All right. Then other than that, there is a retainer credit. You can see the retainer credit up here. You can also come here and maybe add an amount of credit by yourself. Do you understand? On the system directly. Then also we can see all the receipts that have been generated for that period of time. Then you can as well streamline it to just what you want to see. Let's say I want to see just CU student. It's going to bring it for me here. Do you understand? Then I can also export this table out. I think there are lots of tables that we can export on the system that can actually help our work. Okay, any question again?
Sorry, I want to
Yes, ma'am.
move forward, not to backward. The flight check register we did the other time.
Yes.
No, we only look at the payments via check.
Okay.
We didn't look at the transfer.
Okay. All right.
Because I want to look at the case whereby a transfer is made by the parents who is a friend that has like 2 children.
And you want to transfer the
And I want
amount?
to transfer those ones, covering for the two
Oh, okay.
kids.
All right. We can use a typical method like this. Let me show you something. I wish I could have a parent account actually here. But regardless, though, let's just pick any of our clients. Um, let me say this is a parent, for example. Okay, and I'm doing a deposit for this patient. A deposit via transfer, right? ePay of the sum of 200,000. 200,000 via transfer or transfer, right? So I'll do transfer. And we're transferring to which bank? All right. And I'll put my code, then I'll save. Okay. So we've gotten this transfer for this person. I'll go to this person's off fee, which is showing us that this person has what?
200,000.
All right. Can you see where it says transfer? All right. So I can click on transfer fund. So I can search on the name of the patient I want. Let's say, let's look for a any Houdini here. All right. So there's a Houdini Yewande, right? If I select on this person now, so I want to transfer how much? Let's say I want to transfer 50,000. All right. So it's going to minus it from the actual patient's account. So I can write a remark for medical
Obi,
for medical fee. Then I'll request a transfer. Then I'll click on it.
Mr. V, Mr. V, Mr. V. But this is not what you're asking.
This is what you have.
But this is not what you're asking.
No,
No,
but this
you
one,
understand?
This is another method.
This one require authorization.
Authorization.
You
Yes.
understand?
Yeah.
In a case where the
So by
therapy
looking
is
at
not
this
on
on
seat
seat,
and a patient is downstairs to make payment at the cash
so it
desk,
requires
so that they
authorization.
will not make their payment, maybe transfer two times.
2 times.
You understand? That's
And
what I'm
there's a
looking
queue.
at.
Wants to use one bed to kill two stones.
Yes, the parent does, the woman, maybe a patient does transfer once and says that money is for meant for the
two percent,
two patients
two
at the same
percent
time.
at same time.
This is the best way I thought
This is the
it's
best
going
way.
to be good.
Not
You
very
understand?
well.
Sir?
Not very well.
Oh, I'm very sorry.
I think they are so far.
It's because I'm far.
Hearing is like it's disturbing to I'm hearing his voice now.
All right.
That is the memo.
Oh,
Because it's just constantly doing bam.
oh, you can hear the sound.
Yes.
The sound.
It's a format now, like, the sound of alerting you that the memo is there, yes. And that one is quite loud, it's very loud.
So, what is the main issue why you can't use that particular end? Like when I do the transfer.
Authorization is required.
Yes.
For that transfer, that's the account to account
You
transfer.
can do it now.
We can
Don't
do
be
it.
Okay,
to
no,
deposit
for
the
patient
money
account
for
for
the
any account.
two.
No, there has to, two persons must somebody must authorize, I'm not understand.
Another person.
And somebody must, I mean, no, they have to, it's a
Okay.
two-factor process.
Without the transfer,
After the transfer,
we just put a note.
there's no 10p. That transaction p will use up to.
That
No,
means
what I
the
say, it's
deposit
not for
would have
transfer.
taken place
Now
before
somebody has money,
deposit
someone
at
wants
all.
transfer it to another person.
So
Oh,
again,
okay.
that one person
Or
patient,
two
two patients,
Patients.
instead of making it twice, you understand, just use the
transfer
same
it once.
once and then use it to work off for two. Don't use it for the same two.
So you people have agreed on that, right?
Before the deposit. We need the note.
Okay, before we move on, sir,
Okay.
on this same interpret, because there are instances someone want to make and the POS,
Okay.
understand transaction, on this same deposit issue, and then by error,
Yeah.
you now use cash instead.
Sister Kemi.
Instead of
You now
POS.
use cash instead of POS.
POS.
So how do we correct
No.
so that it does not affect the accounting
The
end of sales?
All right. Let's pick a patient.
Because actually what we normally experience that one balance will increase,
Yeah.
another one will decrease.
All right. Let's pick a patient. Should right?
Sure.
And you're trying to make a transaction. You're trying to do a payment. let's say we do a deposit and we're using ePay,
Okay.
and instead of transfer, you did what?
Period.
It's a very unique one.
So instead of cash,
Instead of
you
cash,
use
you use okay.
POS.
Because that one would have been very, very thick. All right. Okay.
It's else it will be better if we use it for cash
Cash.
instead of POS. Because there's no way if someone brings cash and you just look at and put it as POS. It's if it's POS and it's taking number of as cash. There's no way someone bring cash to you and you're looking for
For
reference
period,
number and
yes,
all
we
of that.
change it.
Makes sense. So we
Actually,
it's supposed to be POS and we made it cash, right?
So you pay us
All right. So what you would do first is this is our transaction receipt. Oh, no, no, we are not doing this. This is our transaction receipt, right? We'll click on this button here. I'll click on this. I'll change it towards pay. I'll save. Are we done? Did I do any magic? I don't do any magic.
when you get to no, you see don't understand it. The thing must have been dropped as saved.
Yes, and that's
You
what
saved
it
it.
is now. That's
He
what
has
it
not
is. He has
saved it
saved
now.
it now, so he's changing it now from cash to ePay.
I don't save
He
it.
has saved it.
Okay, there was such a way of showing.
This is the 50K now,
Yeah,
right?
yes.
So I went to the receipt. Where's the receipt? This is our 50K receipt now. So I came here. I viewed it. I came to this button and I changed it to what?
Okay.
So now it's asking me to what? Update the card, right? I'm putting the card ref. And I should save.
And see. Not POS transaction.
Yes, but you
But
can't
sorry,
you
what's
can't
if
change
it's double payment, like cash and POS?
it's not double payment, you just switch
Can
it.
we check the
Receipt.
payment
POS
POS
tablet.
that payment
Payment
page?
receipt.
Then the place we used to check all payments was paid.
Transaction list.
Yes, for the
Account, yes, account
Account.
payment,
Account payment receipt.
account,
Accounts.
Oh yeah.
yes, that
Payment
payment
receipts for that one.
Have you
And it's
confirmed
only
it?
one that's showing.
Okay, it's not one.
That's
So
the
you
work
can
now.
change it.
So you
Yes.
can change it. So it's not reflect as double
It's not reflect
transaction.
as double.
Transaction.
Because we are changing the same, it's just an update.
Yeah.
What the system has done is just an update. You did not go to say, let me bring the new one. You are just going to the same transaction and saying, okay, this name was Tolu before. I want to change it to
Okay.
That's all.
So we our permutation and mistake will they affect
No, you can do same mistake. It's just to edit the initial transaction.
So my one,
Not a new
no
one.
cash for POS. No POS for cash. Yeah.
And you get it.
you get an
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
so it can be done vice versa, either cash or
Is that
Okay,
your-
you can change it.
vice versa.
But you can only do it once. So you
You
cannot mistake 2 times now.
Yes.
I only do that.
You know, by the time I was making the one, that one person in the jail. We have
All right. So there's still something that the system has, right? That can be very, very useful sometimes. So are we together?
My one was
There's still something that the system has that can be very useful sometimes. If you notice, I hovered on where it says delete, right? All right, let's go then. So can you see this button here? So I can actually move this to a waste bin, for example. All right.
my
Okay. there might be case whereby you do like a duplicate transaction, for example, by mistake, and you want to move it to the waste bin, for example. But it's going to definitely ask you for what? A remark.
No.
All right. When you write the remark, it's going to ask for verification, which I know you would not like most of the time. So if I do this, it's not going to reflect. It's going to make a request that I want to delete this transaction. Maybe I made a mistake. I have a dual transaction. Can you see? So until approval is made, it will still be there. The transaction will still be there. Do you understand? I just what I wanted to show us.
So who approves it?
The head of account. So you can't
That
just
way, at least there's something connected.
yes.
So that okay, it's also person will do
Yeah. So this is why
it. Give it
I
today,
want to remove
give it
it.
tomorrow, give it later.
Ah,
Give
yes.
going.
And this is clear, you get the right. You get the news of the person. You've made it today, the 1st of January, first mistake.
Second
2nd of
mistake.
March,
Gas.
second mistake.
Yeah.
But you thought when I just carry
Gas.
All right. Any other question?
Share. Ask your question now.
Bombard me with question.
Share. Start tell me.
Okay. So if somebody pays some money, for example,
Yes, sir.
why can't we have an API with all the banks to show who has paid?
Trust level with banks and API is very, very low. Very, very low. And that's a, that's
Because
a,
they will say you use the API to decipher that.
well, having an API is you giving them an open door, an open back door from your system.
Yeah.
So if I'm smart enough, I know what to do to be able to get in to do whatever I want out of their system. Because except um, there's this particular ref code that can be attached to an account. Do you understand? On a coding area whereby it shows you it's more like a display page. So if they give you that code, more like a link or a URL, we can just embed it on our system. Okay, it's called an embedded code. So you can embed it on our system. So any transfer that is being made to your account, you just see like a pop up.
For example, the account, the bank the banks that we use now,
Yes.
we should be able to link those banks.
Yeah, that's what I'm
But we
saying.
don't have many of them. We have CMNB, EcoBank, and UBA.
So that's exactly what I'm saying. The banks need to give you that access.
So we need to, so that, for example, somebody, I know I've not told them, but I'm just telling them now. Somebody has paid some money, they have not received it. By the cashier's place, the money has not come, but it's in our account. And the person is paying for a particular sodium at a later time. I'm sure by the time the person comes, they will say, that pay
If
your
you're saying
money.
no, I get that. I understand that. I understand that. Mm.
Let me even send the two to you. Right?
That's an advanced thing. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yes, yes. So even from the bank, I even indicate. But that would be a lot. Very well.
That amount you are
It will be very, very good though.
that amount now,
Oh, very good.
that 89.
There is something I want to
Yes, please.
something I want to
All right.
in the case of
So I'll send you the receipt. From the that person that
since
collected
you are from the same
I can't remember for the
interface,
Oh,
Yes.
a situation whereby can an error
What's the name of the person?
notice also the one problem.
Correction of error is limited. Do you understand?
no, I'm basing from this under this scenario.
Okay.
Maybe a deposit was being made in an account. The person has billed and summarized and payment was made into that account.
Okay.
And we're supposed to knock off, and this time we want to offset and knock off from that account the bill that was the amount that was deposited in that account.
Yes.
Instead of usually how we normally do is to knock off through transaction deposits.
Yes.
Pay for transaction deposits and knock off. I knew that error made something made so that I came in with but it wasn't that error as in me. So the person paid millions and I just instead of knocking out the transaction deposit and I want to the cash.
Oh, we now
Things I
repaid
don't
it.
pay.
Yes, I don't
So
pay.
what will happen is, in most cases, let's try something like that. Let's do a typical one like that. So let's say, let's go to our debts. All right, let's go to the debts,
Yes.
debtors list. I'm going to explain to you. I'll explain to you.
Eh?
It's plenty.
Yes, sir.
So let's say, Jesus. Okay. So let's say this one. I want to clear this one, right? So I'll click on the fee. So it's showing me that this person was 4 million, right? And we made a deposit of 4 million, right? I'm just trying to do the exact deposit. So we made a deposit of 4 million. Okay, let's just use cash. And it was supposed to be for what?
Over time. What are you want?
Already
Our
cleared
debtors
both,
want it.
right? So if I click on save,
Please thank you.
Over time, we do. Our debtors want
and I'll click on save, right? So now we have we have 4 million.
Eh?
So instead of you using this, you now went ahead and do what?
Rosemary what?
All outstanding transaction, and you click OK. You understand? You went to receive payment.
Yes.
It's plenty.
My one of the guys said one.
Yeah, this one is a lot. It's a lot of transactions, so it's taking a little bit of time to load.
We need to find a way of taking care of all those debtors. At least by the time all of them donate
Yeah,
two
that's the
million.
issue.
You understand?
And there's a place you can just stop it for when.
If you know my system, well, that's good. All right. So,
Who is this?
instead of using this,
Yes.
I did cash. And I click OK.
Please, we need to find a way of removing all our service charges. Let us concentrate on the job and the doctors will pay for it. Please, all those will be now far, not doing far, becoming far, fine. They don't have sense at all. If one person salary, how can you believe somebody that is on welfare far? They don't know it's far, that. Àwọn ọmọ ọmọ fúnra ọmọ fáfá.
Saying that the transaction is too much.
That's what I'm saying for more than 1 year. Yeah, not than last year. More than a year.
Saying it was too much. It was exceeded
That's
the
what-
capacity of the server.
And
Yep.
it's not the capacity of the sound.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's just say I picked payment for this and this, and I paid cash instead of paying from the. I click OK. All right. So what I would suggest you do, all right, is one. You can either come to this receipt, okay, and delete this. Do you understand? Okay. Delete the receipt. Um, error payment.
Irrespective of the amount. Even if
Yes.
it's for
Yes. Patient has already. All right. And I'll request. So you can now meet the authorizations. Then you now explain yourself.
First strike.
Yes, first strike. Yes.
I have 3 strikes.
What's it mean?
No other option.
Sir?
No other option.
The other option is for you to do a refund.
That would be better
A refund, right?
than deleting. I don't support deleting.
But refund is also
No,
going to.
deleting is fine. Because deleting right now is not it's official. In the case the way when there are two factors authentication or something. If it's that they're able to delete on their own. That's when the
without
default
anybody
you
authorization.
can even say the accountant should not delete.
Yes.
Only the MD should
Empty
delete. So
list.
at that point it becomes an official thing.
Official
We
thing.
know the reason is happening. You must
That's
really
better.
write a letter that okay. By the time you write a letter twice,
Not twice.
so we can I think it's fine. Because the reform process, it's the same process of course, but you know our own physical reform,
Sorry, I'm
which is
listening.
also possible. Reform is also possible. Reform will stay in your books.
How is better
It
than
will stay in your books. You have to be explaining to auditors why you got a reform.
how about this?
No, because the reform we're talking about is account to account reform. You are not this one is an error thing. So it's not as if you are going out for you to process reform
Payment.
you will beat. That person gets gets money back. It will be like you are refunding something and then you have to put a caption to it that the reason I'm refunding is because we made an error.
Yeah.
How many of that do you want to be content with? But the issue of once this goes away, it's completely off your books. This is still being tallied somewhere
Yeah.
that will affect your books. The other one will affect your books is that you are refunding.
Yes.
This one is wiped off completely from your book. Isn't it?
Yes. You're correct.
The reform has to affect the
It will
So
affect your
what will
books.
now happen to the amount of the deposits?
It's not
And
We
video.
can go back to pay.
Sorry.
Like the one that was knocked off by mistake. Like when you delete it, the one you deleted, the ones I mean on the transact on the what do I call it? The fees tablet.
That you're supposed to pay for, right?
Yes, exactly.
And
For
so
the
you can now
deposit.
use your deposit to
Will it
clear
be
it off.
reversed and be knocked off from deposit now?
Yes, you can now use your deposit to clear off the bill.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yes.
Can we see this person's fees?
See,
We've not been able to clear this one. It's still there
Okay,
until it has been
Somebody has
authorized.
not
It has been authorized. Is that the question you want?
Yes.
Alright. So any other question?
Okay, sir. For for some patients where they want to take their where they want to collect their bills,
Okay.
I don't see like there's a kind of change whereby I'm not really understanding it. Like when you want to summarize all their bills, when you want a breakdown of all they've incurred for
More like a statement, account
yes, something
statement.
like that. It has changed from the way it used to be, and I'm not really
Okay.
getting that.
So let's say category invoice, right? Okay. Let's pick a patient. Let's pick a current patient. Let's say this one. All right. Right.
Yes, like you want to summarize it.
So let's summarize this person's bill now. All right. So I want to summarize the bill, right? That's what you want to do.
Yes.
So I'll click on summarize now, right?
Yes, they want a breakdown of everything.
Good.
Because
that mini invoice.
So if I come here, so I can either pick mini, maxi, or claim report. So if it is mini we are on, we'll come to modify level. Do you used to use modify level?
No,
Ah,
we don't.
wow. All right, so let me use modify level for you. So modify level, I increase this. So if you see something now, it's not telling medical officer. We saw medical officer 8 times.
Okay.
8 times.
Yeah. For the lab, the patient did full blood count, malaria parasite. That's for modified level. Do you understand what I'm doing? All right, pharmacy. So these are the drugs, injection, everything that the patient collected. That's for modified. It gives you detail of everything.
So it's become mad here.
And we use
Become
that
everything on. Become mad
It's
here.
not
Is
married.
it Magda?
Why just mad? But this one is just to see individual.
Item. So if you want the maxi, you can just change it to what? Maxi. So maxi will now group it.
We use married.
So which
But
one
then I
is
saw that the order for fee for service does not generate. It doesn't complete it.
which one for fee for service?
Yes. It doesn't complete at all. Go to the right hand side. Right hand side.
Okay, this is it the claims?
The claims, yes.
Yes, the claim report own is for you. It's we tried working on all these HMO claims.
Mm.
That's how their claim form actually
Yeah.
looks like.
Mm.
So we actually worked on something like that. So when you click on the, if it
Yeah,
is
but it
set with,
doesn't generate, doesn't complete everything.
because we didn't set it with this particular retainership. That's why.
Okay, okay.
So if we did the setting and everything, it would appear
Yeah,
and it
but
will
you
bring
know
the bill
that
out.
for every retainer,
Yes.
we have retainer details and things that are retainer approvals,
Like
things you're supposed to do. Yes.
they
So
have the approval form.
no, we have the way it's set up for them. Like your BLA, they're paying 50%.
Okay.
There are terms, retainer terms of the agreement.
I really don't understand that very well.
No, as in you go to retainer and you see that it's like okay,
I
but
mean,
when
maybe
you
it's
said
because,
it's not indicated, it's not.
and maybe because this one is a private patient, that's why we cannot even
But
see
even
it.
if it's not private, it doesn't complete.
Okay.
At least I've checked that.
Right. I'll look into that. All right.
I'm
Well,
asking,
sorry, before you go. Well, are you okay with?
Yes, sir. Okay.
like for instance now, there's one scenario sometimes.
Your own is just scenarios. Let me get to the point. It's just scenarios.
Exactly. It's better to know the history.
Oh yeah, continue your scenario.
Then
Yes, that's the
a bill has been submitted.
Okay.
Final payment limit.
Okay.
Direct clear because I've said this in based on experience of what I've seen.
All right.
Then the person now walked up to the director and said, I was insisting that come, carry me from heaven to earth. Understand? I no get money again.
who they said them go direct.
Thank you, sir.
Your sins are coming out. Clearly, I came out with this sin. The first part of this sin is the cashiers. You have not submitted all the bills and you give patient bill. And they say what patient now gets to me when somebody has told them go and fix the person now comes and says, ah, this is the bill. And you are now looking at it and say, ah, this cannot be your bill. Because your bill should even be more than this. So now it now feels like the director is adding to my bill.
Yeah, I did more.
He's supposed to remove part of my problem. He's now adding more problems. Why don't people check and ensure that all bills are submitted before you start giving patient or patient benefit their bill?
That should be sometimes that will be based on the there are sometimes where pharmacy does not drop their bill when they are discharged. Normally.
Sometimes it's not like that. It's
Sometimes.
there. They have dropped everything.
No, there are sometimes where we are
Everything now. They are their own side. They are not going to drop. Pharmacy does not drop bills for you.
yes, we only drop the ones we have to drop.
Pharmacy drugs.
So pharmacy
And then
drugs.
if that is, then you need to like tell them that sorry, this might not be your final bill.
Bill.
Instead of them instead of you making them to feel like this is my final bill, and they now get to me, they are not telling you that ah, sir, you are even parading. You know the final bill is plus 50,000. Say ah again. And sorry to say this, for many of us, we don't understand that sending them to email like tell them the other door that everyone mission I like them. I'll be escaping through them. Because these things are not fair. They send them to us. You discover that out of the whole bill that is there, the bill that makes us to be a hospital is so small. And at the end of the day, if you want to give any discount, you can only give from there. Accommodation, nursing care, doctor's consultation, and medication. Every other thing makes us to be like pharmacy or lab outside. And the truth of the matter is, in truth, our money is in that. The money we should use to pay for salary is actually inside those four things when they are on admission. Because we don't need to have this much staff to be a pharmacy. Do we need to? Even some pharmacies don't have qualified pharmacists. We don't need to have that much to be a laboratory scientist, to be a lab. So it's always a problem when I'm concerned when we don't allow patient, we don't explain to patients, we make you feel like hospital is the one that is trying to cheat you. Because that's the high they become now. Somebody came yesterday now that the wife was pregnant. They didn't know they were going to do CS. They did CS. The money is about 400 something thousand. That's something thousand is not much. This Komala lady that died in 2013, remember? Komala first something, Bisola Komala, one lady. It was 450 they had her to pay in 2013 for CS that killed her.
Wow.
2013. Now somebody is doing full surgery
This
CS in 2024. He says the money is enough. There's nothing in this money now. So we need to be because the money appears big, but it doesn't appear. It doesn't appear big when we want to go and buy rice at this time. It appears big when you are telling them in the hospital. You understand? So it's a big challenge. So please, I want to appeal to our country. Stop sending people to
You're not going to send me.
Just
let's we start with accounts. We talk to nurses too. It's somehow. It's like we don't understand what we're doing. Somebody wanted to remove lymph node remover at Duchess 1.5 million. You went to Duchess the other day. 1.5 million. Something that we do it here for 50,000. Somebody will shout. So let's be because most of these things, Ben, we are looking so fast like pharmacy and lab. When people are on admission, they will now come, oh, my wife did this. So I told you, well, this is the thing. But I now discovered that we also are not doing our due diligence. We said we're going to be finding out if patients used up their blood. It's something that we need to work on. So many times, blood is not used. There should be another layer to let lab know or to cancel out if blood is not used. Because now this person, they are 30,000 as part of their money was about blood. The surgery was done, but blood was not used. So I now have to call the lab. Did this person use blood? He said no. I said okay, so how much is it when blood is how much is the money for post match? He said for the 2 parts, 7,000. So I just said so the money reduced was valued by 23,000. And then I remember also that when people do surgery, we are supposed to do a little amount out of the surgical fee for the amount for the materials that came from the pharmacy. People don't do that again. So I now have to just remove the tape because it's now more voluminous. So 30,000 naira out to be out. And that was what I now presented to man that you can see now we are giving you something thousand naira as discount. Meanwhile, it's actually no discount. But if we had done the right thing, that wouldn't have happened in the first place. So please, I need a drum now. I'm going to shoot some people. So that's that scenario. So please take up the scenario now.
Okay,
So
so
people have pass on pass.
if payments have been made, can a discount be because can a discount be made? Yes.
Arrow back. I don't fund that instead.
After payments are made,
Yes, but it's a two-factor thing. One person cannot do it. But we have done it before.
but the system, the EMI is not enabling such.
Enabling discounts.
Yes.
Yes, you can even return drugs after that.
All right.
All those concessions are not.
Also on discount,
That lab thing,
that
that
lab
lab
discount.
thing.
Discounts.
Yes, that will be
Discount and refund. All right, let's look at it.
Maybe we should make that tomorrow. I don't know whether they do that tomorrow. The issues that are the upgrade
yes.
Yes, well,
For
I'm still
example,
coming
on
tomorrow.
letters,
So,
on letters, we cannot download your letters will not come out again.
Alright.
Or the only thing I do now is to how this thing
Control P.
cannot catch me. Not control P. What I do is to now print.
okay.
But you can't go back. For example, you can't go back your old letters in the letter history.
Yes.
You cannot go back to
The previous letter.
If I was have said you can't. And they say it doesn't populate something, it doesn't populate on that side. So you won't see the letter and then a few other things that are not.
All right. I think we can just start knocking them off tomorrow.
That's why I said maybe they should.
I was even going to say that maybe we should take like a 10 minutes break and converge back again. All right. Is that okay? Or should we still continue stretch like
No,
this?
no, no, we can break. Can have a break.
Then we'll come back.
Have you eaten? Let them give you food.
All right. I was thinking
It's ready.
we should come back by 1:30. Is that okay?
Yes.
1:30.
Okay, no.
Please, while you are in your seat, you can just write out any questions that you remember. Please. 1:30, we can come back again and continue. Thank you very much for your time. Can now